Varsapura might just be the next big open-world gacha game. Varsapura is being developed and published by HoYoverse. It was announced in November 2025 alongside a 31-minute official gameplay demo. The game features a modern supernatural paranormal setting with psychological thriller elements, marking a notable stylistic departure from HoYoverse's typical high fantasy, such as Genshin Impact, or their stylized post-apocalyptic anime action titles like Zenless Zone Zero and Honkai Star Rail, and even Honkai Impact. Varsapura is a metropolis infused with supernatural phenomena and anomalies. The environment blends realistic modern urban designs inspired by Singapore streetscapes and Shanghai skyscrapers with eerie, distorted inner worlds or anomalous zones. There is a mysterious organization called SEAL, a hazardous paranormal force referred to as mind rot, psychological and parapsychological phenomena. For example, here the protagonist's appearance could shift based on viewer preferences in some descriptions. It is being built on Unreal Engine 5 for photorealistic, high-fidelity environments and AAA-level detail in the city and effects. It features a more realistic and muted aesthetic overall compared to HoYoverse's usual stylized anime look, though characters retain anime-inspired faces and designs. Character proportions and realism create a juxtaposition that some people noted as occasionally plasticky from what I found on social media, or even some people going as far as to claim they looked kind of cheap looking in terms of their faces. But I think the overall presentation aims for a rather high quality cinematic quality, and I enjoy the departure from what they've already done. Combat is fully third-person action-oriented with a hybrid of fast-paced melee and ranged attacks, seamless character switching, and stealth elements. It draws from Zenless Zone Zero's party swap system, but feels more deliberate and less chaotic. The protagonist wields a versatile umbrella weapon. When it's closed, you utilize melee combo chains. When it's open, you throw the umbrella, then it automatically returns. There are hover bursts and other special moves. There's a party of up to 3 characters you can switch between fluidly mid-combat to extend combos, access unique abilities and kits, and chain attacks. Characters seem to be using very creative everyday or thematic weapons, such as stacks of documents or paperwork for one character like Sayuki, a cartoonish flail for another. It has a mix of action combat and stealth takedowns and assassinations. There are possible elemental or special effects. It has full open world integration with exploration, the driving vehicular transport in the city, and then transitions into anomalous inner world combat zones. The protagonist, a hollow one, is customizable in appearance. This is the central figure undergoing SEAL assessment and recruitment. Then we have Sayuki, who is a companion and a party member who fights with stacks of documents or paperwork. And then multiple different characters were shown in the demo with distinct combat styles and the ability to switch seamlessly. This is a single-player focused game. Wikipedia and all available sources listed as a single-player game with no mentions of co-op, no PvP, no functional multiplayer systems at all, but it is very early in the development process, so multiplayer systems may be added in the future. Monetization has not been confirmed yet, but we all know this is 100% going to be a gacha game. It has the traditional gacha 3-character party swap system with unique styles strongly resembling their gacha titles. Job postings do mention vehicle appearance design as well, which means that not only are you going to likely have character gacha, you may have a weapon gacha, but you're also going to potentially have car and vehicle gacha as well. Outfits and customization options are also shown, which means there is going to be a cosmetic shop and potentially cosmetic gacha too. However, the demo does show linear story progression with no visible polls, no banners, no gacha elements. The characters appear story unlocked or fixed in the showcase segments. But again, this is very early in the development process, so that makes sense. There's no release date right now. There are no beta tests being held. No public closed beta or even a pre-registration has opened as of August 2026. The game is still in active development, hiring phases as of August 5th. Platforms include PC, include mobile, and will also likely be launching onto various different consoles. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. There is no content creator program open right now. We all know that they open content creator programs, gacha companies in general, as they approach completion or when they begin their marketing campaigns for the game. It seems as though they've taken a lot of inspiration from Control, from Silent Hill, Zenless Zone Zero. There are even some similarities to Persona. This is a much more grounded, psychological, open-world action game than Genshin Impact or any other game they've pushed out. It shares the same swap-style combat with Zenless Zone Zero, but also kind of integrates it into a more modern, supernatural wrapper. People are positioning this alongside other upcoming open-world urban titles such as Ananta. They're comparing it to Neverness to Everness. What sets it apart, though, what separates it, what makes it feel unique, is the stylistic shift. The photorealistic Unreal Engine 5 environments, coupled with the anime character hybrid in a modern supernatural setting, makes it feel very different from anything Hoyoverse has done up until this point. The weapon and combat creativity, the umbrella, being a versatile multi-mode weapon for gliding, for using as a projectile, or even a blunt weapon at close range. Other mundane items like paperwork are just incredible. The psychological and paranormal depth to it as well, anomalies, the mind rot, the appearance shifting effects, the cognicy effects, and the bureaucratic horror just make for a depth, a stylistic presentation that has not been done either, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Then there's a hybrid gameplay. The action plus the stealth modes, plus the takedowns and the potential detective work in an open world city with driving and inner world transitions. The production ambition, the high fidelity presentation aiming for AAA quality in a gacha adjacent package, or a gacha package. Let's be real, it's going to be a gacha game. And the customizable protagonist in terms of appearance and outfits, not being forced to have something like Rover or Ether or the detective in Silver Palace. You actually have a character that you can fully customize. And then finally, I think the narrative focus, the linear story elements that were present in the demo, the dialogue choices, these suggest stronger writing and more, I think, character moments than just these aura farming, pure action gacha games, which are also great, but it's good having diversity. To summarize, though, the game remains in development with no major post-announcement updates, no new trailers, no public testing phases visible. The community excitement is very high. It is a Hoyoverse game, after all, but not many people are really talking about it anymore. No beta tests are being held. We have no confirmed release date. We have no speculation whatsoever, as this was announced after Petit Planet and Honkai Nexus Anima, both of which are not likely to release in 2026, which means Varsapura will be releasing after both of them do. But what do you think? Are you excited for Varsapura? Because I definitely am. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.